Hello, friends, family, subscribers. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I know I have been MIA, but I am the pop out coach, and I just wanted to tap in with you all before the new year and just open up my heart, my mind, and just share with everybody my biggest lessons I learned this past year, 2022. I know you haven't seen a lot of me this year, and that's okay. It's like that sometimes. And that's exactly what it was for 2022. And while I was gone, I really learned a lot just having that time away from the camera, from critique, from judgment, from expectation, and just living life. It can be very complicated sometimes, but that's okay. Living life. So I just wanted to share my 5 biggest lessons learned in 2022. And if any of them resonate with you, if you identify or can even say, yes, that one, I went through that too, comment, let me know. Let's talk about it, okay? So, first, my first biggest lesson that I learned from 2022 was I can't be everywhere all the time for everybody, overscheduling myself. I have historically been the person that people call on. Why? I'm loyal, I'm dedicated, I do things in excellence, I do things with love and with joy, with a smile, with, uh, great service attitude. And that causes me to be desired and needed in many different spaces: career, education, relationships. And I tend to overbook myself. And when I overbook myself, what happens is I'm tired. And for some reason, people don't really care too much that you're tired. They're just waiting for you to get to where you need to be in the time you need to be there. And it just creates a sense of I can do it all. I can do it all. I can do that and do that. This rush to get it all done. This rush to be what everybody needs me to be when they need me to be it. And then you wear yourself out. I wore myself out in 2022, overbooking, overscheduling, signing up for too many jobs, signing up for too many classes, signing up for too many assistance positions, helping too many people. And I just became so drained going into the end of this year, completely wiped out. And I learned this year that it's okay to first set boundaries, say no, and that my schedule should not be filled to the max. My calendar should not just be stuffed with things that I have to do to where it's so much I can't even put it on the calendar because I don't even want to see it. It's so overwhelming. And then I might miss something and it's just overwhelming. It's too much. 2022 taught me cut some stuff out because as I learn more about myself and really enjoy being a woman and enjoy, the creativity and the gift that I have as far as the way I think and how I can pour into people, I need to be rested. I need to be rejuvenated. I need to be protected. And I cannot do everything. I can't. I can't do everything, and that's okay. So 2022 taught me to cut out all of this in the schedule. A lot of this is not even the most important thing that I should be doing. I'm done with it. Okay? All right. So the next one is overthinking. Yeah. 2022 taught me to stop overthinking so much. Let me tell you, I will overthink myself into quitting, into not starting, into bad relationships out of good relationships, I will overthink myself. I will try to figure out every piece of the formula. I will try to figure out the solutions, the possible solutions, the things that could change, just doing too much. And what happens is when you overthink, you literally just wear yourself out so tired that you're just like, I don't even care anymore. And so now that I'm realizing I can't overthink, it puts me in a place where I can just be free to move fluidly and to move naturally and to move in my feminine and to move in my creativity and to move strategically instead of moving in fear and in doubt and feeling stuck and feeling overwhelmed. Because when you're stuck in your mind, when you're not free in your mind, when you don't have peace in your mind, you really get to the point where you're just not accomplishing anything you need to accomplish because you're overthinking. Where have I been? Overthinking in 2022. If you've been wondering, where has she been? She's been overthinking somewhere. But I am improved in that area. In 2022 has taught me I'm not bringing that overthinking stuff into 2023. It's strategy, it's ideas, and it's execution. Not going to be overthinking. Okay, number 3. It's a cliche to say self-care, but I'm going to say 2022, I learned to not let myself go. Obviously, if I'm filling my schedule, if I'm overthinking, then taking care of me, my body, my mind, my spirit, making sure my heart is right, making sure my prayer life is right, making sure that I'm spending time alone, making sure that I'm taking care of my health, making sure I'm taking care of my body. That stuff can't happen when you're doing the most, when you're working too much, when you're overthinking, when you're just doing too much. You can't even do those things. And 2022 taught me, look, I need to stop. I should not be rushing around. I should not be focused on things that are not serving me in that moment. I should not be rushing through eating. I should not be rushing through my process. I should be enjoying my moments with self. All of that. 2022 has taught me to slow it up and to make sure I'm taking care of myself. Taking care of myself. Okay? Number 4. Emotions, being overly emotional. 2022 is the year that I learned that I struggle with my emotions being out of control. It's a me problem. I didn't know I had this problem. I did not know that I tend to be an emotional wreck. Thank you, Lord, for coaches, mentors, prayer, people checking you on it, people calling you out, and being willing to hear and listen and learn. Even though I'm a woman, sometimes we use that as an excuse. I'm a woman, I'm emotional, that's what we are. No. When your emotions are causing you to make decisions that are not healthy, or causing you to be irrational, or causing you to be over the top, or causing you to think you're being attacked. That was me this year. It taught me to calm down. And if my emotions are all over the place, I need to figure out why. I need to work on that thing. Why am I being triggered? That is the thing. We talk about I'm triggered. We hear that all the time. I'm triggered. We need to be in 2023, you need to be saying, why am I triggered? Why is this triggering me? Pinpoint it, go back, fix that thing, work on that thing so that you're not triggered at least as often as you are before you work on it. Spent too much time in 2022 just being emotional. Some of it was necessary. Some of it was very good tears to get out some different pains and different things I've been dealing with. in this stage of my life, but some of it was just old baggage, old emotional, the way that my brain, my subconscious just wants to flip off into this space because it's comfortable, right? Being over emotional this past year has really drained me to the point where it's like, I don't want to be that girl anymore that just can't control her tears, that can't control being triggered, that can't control the pain. And to heal from that, being over emotional, you know, a big thing for me in 2022 was realizing that now that I am a single woman, I'm unmarried, that's not where I desire to be. I don't desire to be unmarried forever, right? And so I have to work on these things. And the biggest thing that, because I have to take accountability, because you guys have heard videos, things that I've said before about the things that went wrong in my marriage. But since those videos, I've realized that, you know, I have some issues too. I was too emotional about everything. I had unhealed wounds that spilled over into my marriage and spilled over into, you know, the aftermath. And I had to work on those things. My earring just fell out. I had to work on those things. And so I am so grateful for this past year because I learned that, hey, you need to calm down. You need to go figure out how to fix that. It ain't that deep. And if it is that deep, why is it that deep? Just saying. Okay. So, the last thing, biggest lesson for 2022 is I am over the whole New Year look and what a year is supposed to be. And what that means is I'm no longer looking at a year as like, this is the year of the greatness. Like, I'm not going to shrink greatness into 12 months anymore. We do this big blow up thing at the end of every year, and we're like, oh, this is the year where I'm going to do this. The biggest thing we can think of, that's the year that it's going to happen. And 2022 taught me, because I realized at the beginning of 2022 that 2022 was going to be different for me. It didn't feel like a year of greatness. It felt like a year of the setup is really what I called it, you know. And God was really dealing with me on that. And he said, look, this is the year of the setup. What does that mean? Preparation, understanding, learning, healing, wholeness, you know, connections, things like that. And so after this year, I had a full understanding of, I'm not going to look at a year again as this box that says, oh, this is the year of greatness, as if greatness can be fit into 12 months. No more. 2022 taught me it's okay to not put 12 months into a box of something specific that has to happen in those 12 months. And guess what happens when you do that? You don't beat yourself up when it doesn't look the way you thought it was going to look, when there's still trials and there's still tribulations, there's still things. You have to see that you're still going upwards. You're still being set up for the greatness that is still yet to happen. And that's okay, because we're still trying. So those are my 5 lessons for 2022. And it feels good to just talk to you guys, because it's been a while. And I know I may not sound the way I used to sound. That's okay. Been through a lot in 2022. And obviously I learned a lot of lessons. But 2023 is going to be, you know, a year, 12 months, 52 weeks of us just getting it right. That's it. getting it right, what getting it right looks like for you, let it look that way. I can't promise I can't promise anything huge for you or even myself. But getting it right and just being comfortable in the space and who you are and what that looks like live in a living color without the expectation of what the outcome is supposed to be. Being more in the moment, in the presence, and in the flow of how we're supposed to be in our spirit and in our natural, and less about the outcome. Because we set up ourselves to believe that the year is about an outcome instead of the actual process of living. It's a blessing to even be alive. So many are not going to make it to 2023. Lord willing, we will. And if we will, we have to allow that to be enough for us to keep progressing towards the mark. That's it. That's my 2022. Hello, 2023. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to make it this far. Thank you for allowing the process to be the way you want it to be. Thank you for not allowing 12 months to be a box, but to be 12 months. So hello to the new year. It feels good to be back. I missed you all. I love you. If you have any comments, please comment below. Please let me know how you're feeling. How are you feeling about the new year? Because I feel a real peace about the new year, coming into the new year. And I want to know how you feel. Usually I'm like, hoorah, excited, but I feel peace. I just feel peace. And that feels good to me. So let me know what you think. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.